All right, another example. This is Lauren's portfolio. Okay, let's start with the written evidence. My sustained investigation is an exploration through humans' impact on the environment and what it can mean to a person. I choose to emphasize the fact that it is important that we save and protect its beauty. I choose to investigate this through depicting the evidence of humans harming our environment that I see firsthand through my work. I conveyed humans' impact on the environment with the use of recycled materials and depiction of harmful materials for the environment. Okay. I work to depict our harm to the environment through various techniques. In numbers 1 through 3, I depicted humans who believe they are helping the environment, but in reality are not. I do this with recycled can holders as sunglasses, ironic save the environment statements. Then I began to experiment with watercolor, in which 4 through 12 are created using. As I learned how to control the watercolor and perfected my technique, I was able to successfully depict both good and bad scenes in the environment. Then I experimented with the printing press to create black and white landscape with beautiful 3D flowers to point out the small beauties in the environment. I experimented with different mediums to explore the environment. Okay, so she's answered the question. She's told us what she's interested in. We know the question that guided her sustained investigation and how she showed some practice, experimentation, revision. Right? Those two things I think she's covered in there because she tried different materials and she's sort of explaining um, that she's exploring how to like maybe raise awareness. We could have said something like that, like I'm trying to raise awareness by having people see um, the damage that things like plastic could do to the environment. It's okay though. Let's look at the images themselves. Okay, so I see this person with words on it, watercolor Sharpie, painted hand-drawn skeleton, the colors of the earth repeatedly wrote, save the environment in the body. Used watercolor to create cartoon character who believes that they are helping the environment but not. And we see, if we look at this a little bit more closely, that they've got that plastic bottle cap or bottom, the thing that holds six packs together of stuff. Then we have a traditional landscape, natural beauty, and then she transitions over to drawing these bottles. I have a pink tree in there. This one is actually things floating in the water. We have a beach scene that's bottled up. All right, and we have one that painted a healthy tree on top of a mound of trash inside a water bottle. Okay, then we start to see, oh, here they are displayed together. The next day, they're upside down, and something's coming out of them. Then plastic bottles appear, and finally, no water, just the bottles. So the piece changes over the course of a series of like 2 or 3 days so that people see one thing and then they come back the next day, they see something else and they see something else. It's a very sophisticated idea about how to get people to pay attention to what you're doing and to make the piece not just a pretty picture, but something that they have to like pay attention to and almost like an interaction with it. In her final three pieces, we have the print, then she's added the flowers to it, and then the flowers keep growing and they spill out of it. Let's see what she said there. Etched landscape, printed image, added paper flowers, strung, hung, spray painted the flowers. So she didn't explain really the idea that they're spilling out so that, you see this piece change also over time, but it's there. And I think the judges will see that and be impressed with the fact that it went from being kind of a traditional landscape to something that's a little, I don't know, like more sculptural as well. So that's good. Let's see what she picked for her selected works. We got a chiaroscuro drawing. We got the bottle that she likes the best. We got the etching here. And the second version of that etching. And we have the plastic bottles with the stuff spilling out of them. So I think those are all good choices, and I think Lauren has done a very nice job.